Good afternoon, fellow journeyers. It's Jane here from Diamond Light Teachings. I hope you're well today. So I would like to invite you for the next 21 videos, so more or less 21 days, which will take us up to the 4th of July, which happens to be Independence Day in America, to join me on a journey of one cycle of a light structure called Living Your Diamond Essence. So this is for those who would like to create a lighter life that offers ease, flow, and fulfillment. I mean, if I listed all of the benefits, we'd be here forever, but you'll know those over the time. So just a little bit of an oversight today. So first of all, to say that these qualities and the life that you desire, truly desire in your heart, is your birthright. And so this is for those people that feel like they're living a mediocre existence and they know that there is more. So I've written a few things out. So, it's your life as it is today. So I have this strap line, if you like. It's called Life is Your Learning Ground and Your Playground. So what I love about Living Your Diamond Essence is that you take, in inverted commas, the messiness, the chaos, the mistakes, the perceived mistakes of today, and that is your learning ground from which you create your best life. Okay, so I'm just going to work down my points. And this is another really good point to make, is that what living your diamond essence does for you is that it doesn't just offer change, it offers transformational change. So we could change a habit and in a way our life might temporarily change, but have we really changed at the root? And this is what Living Your Diamond Essence does, is it changes us at the root of the core of our being. So just a bit about me. My name is Jane and my yogic name actually is Jeet Prem Kaur, which means love through adversity. And I did yogic training about 20 years ago, and I didn't quite understand why I was given that name to start with. And then I came to realize it means love through adversity. And what I've then done over the last 20 years, although I wouldn't have realized to start with, is learnt how to navigate obstacles so that in effect we raise our frequency above that of the obstacle. So basically the obstacle dissolves because we raise our frequency to be vibrating at a higher frequency, and then the obstacle isn't there. It's like magic. And I'll get to the actual reason how that all works, because literally it's one, you literally just have to apply one concept, but it's actually something that you actually do, but you just apply it with everything, particularly during adversity. Let me work my way down the list. So yeah, Living Your Diamond Essence is a light structure. So in effect, it holds you in the quantum field. It holds you in a higher vibrational energy. So you are light. And what you then do is you might start it at a certain level of frequency, but what you do is you raise your frequency, because we've all got a light quotient, which means that at any point we can hold a certain amount of light, or realize we're all light, but the realization of that light has to be realized in a way that our system can handle, basically. So Living Your Diamond Essence will enable you to do that. The other exciting part is that so you might have heard of the different states like alpha and beta and theta. So we're just going to concentrate today on alpha and beta. So most of the outer world and the thinking world is beta. It's all about what's going on out there. And it's a little bit hectic, to be honest, the beta state. And it's not conducive with healing and change. And so basically living your diamond essence is all built around, for want of a better word, it has been created from within the alpha state. So the alpha state is relaxed and it's calm, and then from that place you vibrate a certain frequency, and then you then attract that back. So if I'm calm, if I walk down a street, everyone that I bump into is going to be calm. So it just, you attract what you are. We become what we think we are. So it's all around that, really. And what living your diamond essence does is that it makes your default state your alpha state, basically. I mean, it's not to say that because that's part of life, that something or someone comes in more in a kind of a beta chaos, drama, whatever you want to call it. So, but more and more that we practice, it doesn't affect us, basically. And the other exciting bit is, I mean, when I put this together, so basically this was the book that came through following my visit to Mount Shasta in Northern California. So this was written in about 2021. It's called Realize Your Diamond Self. And then I was guided through my guides to create a guided prompt journal, which is called which is living Realize Yourself guided prompt journal. I was just looking for basically, and then I realized as it came through me, because in effect I've been the conduit, is that the whole of the system has been created around within the energies of 369, and the energies of 369 basically offer transformational change. They're a complete cycle of manifestation and creation. So everything, I mean, there's 6 pillars, there's 54 aspects of consciousness, there's our higher self. The whole thing is 369, basically. So as I say, for the next 21 days, more or less, I'll be doing 21. You see, this is the other thing, living your diamond essence. We don't really work with time, we work with sequence. So in the 5th dimension, which is this system, is enabling us all to live from a high frequency new earth. Everything is sequential. So, but it'll be more or less each day. Yeah. And so we'll be journaling. We'll be journeying through 3 persecution wounds and 18 personality wounds. So the persecution wounds often come up when we're soon to share more of our light. So, for example, if you might relate to being a Cathar, for example, in France, and you were, you might have been killed, and I wasn't necessarily planned to sort of talk about all that stuff, but we do basically, they'll work through the persecution wounds, basically, and these often come up just before folk are ready to kind of get their gifts more out there, because the fear of what's happened before comes up. And a lot of the 369, this living your diamond essence, is reconnecting to our voice creator energy. So it's got what you call a voice creator template. So you will be activating your voice, okay, and your higher self. So, and then the 18 personality wounds are things that you can probably relate to more, like I'm not enough, or I'm not particularly good at anything, or I feel stuck. And there's 6 wounds that most of humanity can basically relate to. And so the gem that I'm just sharing, which is literally the one response, the one thing that we can do. And if you don't ever see my video again, if you've got this far, I encourage you to live life through responding from the heart. So say, for example, something comes into my sphere of experience that feels uncomfortable, and I want to go through a mind response, which is like, I'm right, they're wrong, I can't do this, I feel stuck. Any of those wounds, actually, to be honest. I'm not very good at anything. And then living your diamond essences, what it does is that it invites you to bring your awareness, very simple. So to go from up here down into the heart, just breathe into the heart and then respond to life from the heart. So that's literally it. And for those interested, one of my guides is Master Kutumi, who in a previous life was actually, interestingly enough, was Pythagoras, and he was also St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals, which is, I love animals. So if you love animals and like St. Francis of Assisi, this work might appeal to you. So that's it in a nutshell. As I say, I will be sharing 21 sequential videos as we go through the persecution wounds and the personality wounds, and we'll finish up by the 4th of July. I'll try to keep them, this one's a bit longer, this video, but I'll try to keep the videos around the 3 or 4 minutes, and I will be taking excerpts. And then, you know, I haven't quite worked out the format yet for those, but what I love about this system, just to say, is that it's really simple, and the whole thing is built on 1, 2, 3. And one of the building blocks of the universe is 3: mind, body, spirit. You know, you can find 3 in a number of different systems, and the whole thing is actually very simple. And all you do is you keep applying the heart response to these 21 you know, points of consciousness, so aspects of consciousness, basically. Anyway, without further ado, I wish you, if you happen to see this today, it's a happy new moon to you in Gemini. My moon is actually in Gemini, so so yeah, I'll have to see what comes through with that. So I wish you well, and send you golden and rainbow blessings, and hopefully see you for the next 21 videos. Namaste.